Hello, my name is Robert. I'll talk about Prince Caspian. Listen carefully, thank you. The Prince Caspian, same as the Caspian fields. The one castle, the owner, the Prince Caspian, the Caspian 9 years old, but Caspian 9 years old, older brother name is Miraz, and Miraz killed the brother, the Caspian 9 years old, and Miraz acted like a king. And Miraz but didn't have a son, and Miraz the one son, and Caspian 9 years old son, the Caspian the 10th, and Miraz saved the Caspian the 10th and the present, and Miraz's wife, the Prince Mia, have a son. And Miraz older than the closer is the generous. And the order is kill the Caspian the 10th. And closers and many soldiers go to Caspian bedroom and shoot the arrow, but Caspian run away because Cornelius wakes the Caspians, and Caspian and Cornelius run away. And Caspian and Cornelius go to the armory and take the sword and take the armor and light the horse. The horse name is Destroyer. The Caspians, the owner the Caspians. As Cornelius gives the horn. The horn is magic horn, the Queen Susan's horn. The power is called the old kings and queens, and Caspians and Cornelius the goodbye. And Caspian go to the Oos, but because Oos, why run away to the Oos? Because Oos already goes to rape, and Tarmar people and Tarmar soldier and Miraz are afraid to the ghost, and run away to the forest. And but closers and soldiers, the Miraz soldiers, go to follow the Caspians, and Caspian reach the Oos, but closer and soldiers reach the Oos, and Caspian hit the head the tree, and Caspian's fear and meeting the dwarf. The two dwarf, one dwarf name is Trumpkin, the red dwarf, and red dwarf says, the dwarf go to the closer and Miraz soldiers and fight the closer and Miraz soldiers, and Nikabrik step the Caspians, and Nikabrik see the horn as Caspian call the horn, and Nikabrik say no, and hit the Caspian head. And the scene one, Caspian feels finish. And scene 2, the railway station. The Sujans read the newspaper, and and one geeky boy comes to Sujans, and geeky boy says, hello, and you go to the papers, and Sujan says yes. And geeky boy loves to Sujan, but Sujan not love geeky boy. And geeky boy, what's your name? But Sujan's name Sujan because Sujan cheat the name, say Phyllis. And Lucy says Sujan's, and Lucy says follow, comes, and Sujan follow the Lucy's and go to the stations. The station fight the Peter and three person fight, and Peter losing, but Edmund helped the Peters, and the many soldiers stopped the fight, and at last soldier says accurate, and four siblings stand the bench And the fight lesson is, and Susan says, what happened? The Peter says, the one person touched the Peter's, but one person tell me to apologize, and Peter hit the person, and then start fight, and everyone feels magic. Thus Lucy says, ow, something pinched me, as everyone feels magic, and Lucy says, the magic, and everyone hand in hand, and the feels magic, and everyone goes to Narnia, and everyone's the bare feet, and go to the sea, everyone the very happy, and everyone, and scenes 2 railway station finish, and scene 3 the ruins, the play the sea, and finish the play, and everyone go to the woods, and eat, everyone very hungry, eat the sandwich and apple, and Lucy says, who sleep there? And Susan says, she just see the gold chest, and we live there, Susan says, and the chest owner is adamant, and adamant is mine. The gold chest is very heavy, because very heavy, and sin, and Lucy let's remember the glass roof, and column sack, and tapestry, and 4 siblings, the Dink, and Peter says, the Caterpillar is attack, and Caterpillar attack, and scene 3 the rest the finish. Scene 4 Tamarind Council, and soldiers and soldiers come back to the castle, and Mira says, what happened? And Mira see the right the dwarf, and Mira's very wonder. And the plot comes first, so Caspian says, we believe the mirrors, we all dead. We all dead. We are believe the mirrors, we all dead. And the mirror says, my love to Caspian by adopted by Nanias, but Tamarind Lord than the belief, because Nanias extinctions, and Mira see the Nanias, the dwarf, and Aaron wonder, and Mira's the Nanias like a cockroach, the same like a cockroach, as to hit the Tropkin, and Tropkin says, and you wonder why we don't like you. And Mira says, and I'm counter-attack. And everyone's already cut the tree, and I find Caspians and finish the Narnian extinctions. And scene 6, scene 5, the Asian Turtle House. The Asian Turtle House, the 2 boys of Edmund and Peter cut the tree, cut the ivy, and last, and door clear. The door is Asian Turtle House door, and Lucy find. And Edmund gives the flesh, and Edmund go, and 3 siblings go. And everyone see the gift, or the past, the Santa gives the present. As the Peter's give the Rindon. Rindon is sword, and Peter says, this sword killed the wolf. And the shield, and Edmund not gift. And Edmund take a weapon. And Lucy's and Susan's gives the horn and the bow and the arrow. The horn is the help. The horse is the help. The call the horse and the old king and queens comes, and Caspian's call the horn and not four siblings go to Narnia. And Lucy's gift diamond butter. The power is heal, and the scene by the ancient treasure house to finish. And the scene 6, the rescuing Trumpkin. The Lucy's and Susan see the boat. The boat ride the two soldiers and the dwarf, one dwarf. And Susan shoot the arrow and they drop him. And soldiers afraid, and because the ooze rip the ghost, and they're afraid and go to the island away. And Peter saved the Trumpkin, and Trumpkin says, "You're the old king and queen." Impossible. But Trumpkin not believe. And the battle, Edmund the sword bearers, Edmund the new technique, and the Trumpkins and lose. Edmund very stronger, and not Edmund, and the present is Edmund Kings, and Susan's those arrow bearers, and the target is Apple, and Trumpkin shoot the arrow because not hit the target, and Susan shoot the arrow and hit the target, and Susan win, and Trumpkins lose. And scene 7. Scene 7, the Caspian wakes up. The Caspians kick the Caspian head, and Caspians go to the Narnians, go to the home. The home is Narnia home. The Confronter, the Caspians wakes up and hear the sound, the one sound, the Confronter, and one sound, the dwarf, the Nicabrick, a black hair, a black beard, and the very angry. As Caspians wakes up and run and fight the Nicabrick, Caspian run away because Nicabrick, I kill him, but Stormfront not care because but Nicabrick says it's Tamarine, and the Caspian says that my uncles killed me. I'm Prince Caspian's details, and Nicabrick and Stormfront and not kill. And don't kill, but Caspians go to the Narnians because Caspian take the sword and take the armor, and but Trollhunters and Nicabrick say, "We're safe. Don't you know what this is?" And see the horn, and but Caspian go meeting the Narnia. And scene 8, Cornelius arrested. the mirrors in the cornice room and to find the book, and Mira see the arrow. The arrow is Susan arrow, Susan Queen's arrow, and Cornelius wonder. And Mira says, "Don't you know the Queen Susan's horn?" And Cornelius says, "Does the Narnia superstition that call the old king and queens and the legend, the superstition, as the Caspians know the magic. Caspian know the magic, and Cornelius says Caspian know the magic, and kings afraid." And Cornelius go to the Caspian, and Cornelius go to the prisons, and Miraz talk the Sebastians, and Sebastian says, and Miraz says the Sebastians, and Sebastian go to Cornelius' rooms, and the Berna Bridge, build the Berna Bridge, and be afraid. Mira says, we find the Caspian. They find Caspian, and the closers, and Sebastian, and they, and Mira says, "You're the study." And scene 9, the glass water, scene 9, glass water. Take the apple and take the oar. The two boy, the oars, and Trumpkin not lost in the island, and go to the island, and go to the forest, and we are meeting the Narnias, as the cat and the Lucy and Susan's, everyone to prepare. Let's go. To ride the boat, but Lucy think the glassy ship. Lucy thinks the glassy ship. The glassy ship is very pretty. The Lucy's ship, Lucy owner. And Lucy think the glassy ship, and everyone go to the tired, and the island and the forest. Everyone tired. Everyone goes to the forest, and the walk, and meeting the bear, and Lucy see the bear. "Hi there, hello there, and bears, the white bear, and the bear run, and Lucy run away. Then another one says, "Susan, shoot!" But Trumpkin shoot the arrow, and bear dead. As the animal says, "The wild." As Trumpkin says, "Narnia is the wild." Everyone the wild. As everyone go, and since intense meeting Lippic ship, the Caspians and Frontier, and they will go to walk the forest, and took the Aslans, took the caters, And Caspian said, real? Centaurs real? And Nicodemus said, yes. And the Minotaurs, they're very huge and very big and tall. And Caspian said, what about Aslan? And Trumfather says, your fathers talked to me? But Caspian said, no. Dr. Cornelius, no, the Narnian story. As go to the as Mirror soldiers find the Caspians and land, Caspian and land, and but shoot the arrow termite soldiers, and throw front and leg hit the arrow, and go to the and but Ripchip hurt the Caspians. Ripchip kill the termite soldier, the Ripchip the rat, and Ripchip dying the Caspian, but Trumfather says stop, and Ripchip, why? And Trumfather says the Caspians caught the horn, and Rat says wow, and the rat is very big. The rat, the good soldiers, the sharp soldiers, and the beard, the nice, and the tar, and the ear, the rabbit ears, and everyone go the Caspians. And Gladstone says, we are see the horn, and since finish. And since 11 lost in the black ooze, the Caspians and the Peters and the Trumpkin and 4 siblings and Trumpkin go to the road and make the Trumpkin nickname is the giraffe. The giraffe, the D, the deer, and L, the reader, the F, the friend, and deer, reader, friend, and nickname. As Trumpkin says, thank you, and go, but Peter says, man head in the map, and everyone go, but Peter's lost to the road, and I'm not lost, but Trumpkin said, you're lost. And Lucy see the Aslans. Hey, Aslan! Hey, don't you know what this is? But 4 siblings and Trumpkin see the Lucy, but not Aslan. Not see the Aslan. And Lucy says, here, the Aslans. The father. Trumpkin says, the wild lion. But Lucy says, the Aslan. And everybody believed the Lucy. But everyone go to the Lucy's Barry says, and go to the road, other road. Scene 22, scene 12, the dancing lawn. The Caspians, the Narnia says, our freedom, our lives, and our homes. And Caspian says, you're the Punisher, and he comes, you're Punisher, and predictable. and Caspian and go and not believe the cat took the Caspian and Nanias the interpreter says Adam kings Adam says and we are free and Levichef says you're the white witch, you're the believe the white witch, the 12, and Nicobrick says we were free the or awesome or white witch we believe. And Telfronter says King Adam says we are free, but Nicobrick and Ornanius is a tamarind. And Glaston's talk is true, and time is ripe. I see the sky, and one day the star Tarba and Alambil meeting, and it's the here that comes Adam's sons. And Nanias believed the Gladstone, and the Nanias reader is Caspius. As Caspian says, we'll find the weapons and soldiers. We need your weapons and soldiers. And finish the scene 12 to 11. And scene 13 cross the gorge. And cross the gorge. As where do you see this? And Peter said, where do you think this Aslan? Where do you think this Aslan saw him? But Lucy says, didn't think I saw him. I did see him. And Lucy talk. And your talk the Anna grown up. And Tom says, I'm Anna grown up. And Lucy find the road. And Lucy's loud. Ah! And it's the dog and the spare. And Lucy says, here. And Lucy find the Lord. And everyone go to Lucy find the road and cross the judge. Cross the judge and scene 12 and scene 13 the cross the gorge, cross the judge, finish. The scene 14 and scene 14 is what Lucy saw. The night everyone sleep and eat the dinner. The dinner is the bear. The bear is the very good dinner, very sweet because the bear hunts the apple and bear eat the apple or honey and bear very sweet. Everyone and very good dinner. Everyone very tired and Peter sleep and Trumpkin sleep and but Lucy and Susan sleep And Lucy is asleep, and everyone go. Lucy sleep disappears. And the Lucy's and Susan's talk, and Lucy says, "We're happy," but Susan says, "Gabriel, we go to the London. We can go to London." And the Lucy says, Lucy sleep, and Lucy sees the dreams, and the hear the sound, and the not father, the hear sound, the not father, the not Peter's. The dream is the tree, the ripe, the tree, and the dry ice, the dias, and the twinkle, the dias, and everyone lives. And Lucy's very happy, and Lucy goes to the here's honor the Aslan, and Lucy's very happy, Aslan. And Lucy kissed the Aslan, and Lucy hugged the Aslan. And Lucy says, why don't you help us? And Aslan says, things never happened the twin ways twice. And the sound, and Lucy wakes up, and being scenes 15 to find the Caspians. And Lucy's the sound, and Lucy go, and Lucy wakes the Susan, but Susan does sleep, and Lucy go to the sound, and Lucy says Aslan, but Peter studied Lucy, and the not Aslan is Minotaurs, and Peter go to the Lucy's Peter's attack the Minotaurs, and Caspians fight, and the Peter's winning, and Peter's hit the Caspian head, but Lucy says stop, and stop the fight, and Peter says, "You're the Prince Caspian?" And Caspian says, "Who are you?" And before she let go, she says, "Peter's." And then everyone beating the Narnians, finding Caspians, and repeat ship. Lucy see the repeat ship, and Lucy says, "Oh, so cute." And repeat ships hear the sound, "Who's there?" And Lucy says sorry. And repeat ships say, "Oh, Our Majesty." The Narnian soldiers, the brave, the courteous, the survival, and tell us we need. And Peter says, "We need your many weapons." And Caspian says yes. And Caspians return the Caspian sword, a Peter sword. And scene 16. Gloria for try. And Gloria says, "How rust many weapon? How many rust to the weapon?" And the Gloria says, "The two army, the Narnians army, the raid the Bridge and take the many soldiers and take the many weapons." And Miras read the And Mira says, how many dead the soldiers? And Gloser not talk. And Mira see the Glosers, and Glosers are very angry. And Mira see return the questions, how many dead the soldiers? And then Gloser see the soldiers number, and Gloser says 3. And Gloser fought right as scene 16 to finish. And scene 17 asks on how everyone the 4 siblings or many nannies go to the fortress, and everyone in the fortress and Peter Caspian said it's a good fortress, the very perfect fortress. And 4 siblings see the wall painting, and Lucy says we, and Peter yes. What is the stage? What is the place? And Lucy says, and Caspian says, don't you see? And Caspian follow the actions, and 4 siblings go. And here the stone table. And Lucy says, wow. And the stone table, the also listen place. And Lucy and scene 17 Aslan now to finish. The scene 18 battle plan, Aslan the battle plan. The Caspians we are protect the fortress. But Caspians and the soldiers and Caspian we will protect the fortress, and soldiers will need the many times. As Peter said we attack the termite castle, but Caspian says the termite castle not lose. But Peter says everyone first time, and Tom King says we're late the termite castle. And Edmund says yes, you're late. And the place the Caspian go to the save the Cornelius and open the gate, and Susan's and Peter's kill the mirrors. And it's the start, and everyone go, and the Narnias not move. Glaston or Narnias, the Edmund flash the actions, the sign, and Glaston or Narnias attack the termite castle, and the plan. And scene 19 night late, and start plan, and Edmund ride the griffin, Edmund go to the castles, and Edmund sign, and two kings and Caspians go, and Caspians go to, and soldiers shoot the arrow, and soldiers dead. And Peters and Caspians go, and soldiers go to the Cornelius room. The Cornelius go to the prison, and Caspian go to the prisons, and the Red Army, Narnia's Red Army raid and go to the gate, the bridge gate, and Tolkien gate, and go to the bridge gate, and thus open the bridge gate, and the sun and the Caspians go to the prison, and Caspian saved the Cornelius, and Caspian says 5 more minutes, and Cornelius Miras killed the Caspian 9 years old. And Caspian's angry. Caspian goes to the Miras room, and but mission failure because Caspian opened the gate because the gate, and Caspian go to the Miras bedroom, and Caspian says, "Wakes up." And Miras says, "You're a liar, save." And Miras lies the Pronaprismia, and Caspian said, "You killed my fathers." Why we don't kill my fathers? And Miras says the Pronaprismia shoot the arrow, but Pronaprismia not shoot. Why don't you kill my father? Don't you know? Why don't you kill my fathers? And Miras says, "Yes, you're killing my fathers." And Pronaprismia's brother and Susan and Peter's go, "Stop!" And the Pronaprismia, the route, and Pronaprismia shoot the arrow that hit the Peter's arm, and Susan shoot the arrow, but Miras run away. Miras wakes the Termite soldiers, Termite army, and many Termite army wakes up the Peters and Sujas as Caspian's gate to open the gate, and Sujas says, "Hey, come, we go to the portraits, but we fleshed them many times." But Peter says, "No, help," and open the gate, and Peter says, "Hey, Edmund, no, the sign." But Edmund very busy because Edmund fight the soldiers, and Edmund kill the soldiers. Edmund the attack sign, the Gladstones and the Narnia's loud, for Narnia, and Edmund go to the Termite castle, but Termite soldiers, the Arabian wakes up, and the archer shoot the arrow, and not winning, and Peter's, "Hey, come back, go to the portraits," but Miras destroyed the arrow and destroyed the door, the gate, and the Narnia's health dead, and Edmund go to the safe. Edmund like the gripping, and Edmund run away. As the scene's 20 sword tempers. The Arabian Narnians are very sad because Narnians have them dead. And Edmund, Lucius says, "What happened?" And Peter says, "Ask him." The Caspian says, "Hey, me? You're the ghost of portraits." But Peter says, you don't have time. And you're talking mirrors, and the many times the flex as to fight. And Peter says, your father, your father's or mirrors, the nice enemy. And Caspian very angry. Caspian fight the Peters, but Edmund says, stop it, and stop the fight. And Gladstones see the Trumpkin, the dying, and Lucy's run, and Lucy's the diamond body, one drop eating the Trumpkin, and Trumpkin life. And Gladstone see the Gladstone wipe and the crowd Gladstone wipe, because Gladstone says many dead. Gladstone says the 2 dead. As Caspian and Nicobre go to the cave, go to the stone table, and sees 21 sorcery and 7 vengeance, and go to the Caspian, see the war painting. Caspian very sad. As Nicobre says, why don't you call the horn? The 4 sibling, 4 king and queens not happy. We need your blood. As Caspius and Nicobre goes to the table, and the one werewolf says, I am hunger. I can thirst. I can fast 100 years and not die. I can drink a liver of blood and not thirst. And Nicobre says, show me your enemy. And Hank says, what's your age, so will we. No one is more than us. And Peter says, and Miraz killed the promise. And Hank says, and more. And the starting warships, and let the circle be drawn, and drew the circle, and the blue fire, and Hank the stone sword, hit the stone as many eyes, the make the white witch and save the white witch. And Caspian says, no, stop! And both start to worship and not stop, as white witch says, please, 1 drop. And while Adam says 1 drop, we are free. And Caspian stabbed the white witch. And but first and Edmund and Peters and Lucy and Tompkins, stop! And everyone go and fight. Peter fight the Hag, but Hag he does Peter's arm, and Peter's kill the Hag and Hag dead. As Adams hit the werewolf eyes, and werewolf the route, werewolf hit the Edmund elbow, and but Edmund killed the werewolf. And Miss Lucy's and the Trumpkin, the duo fight, the Nicobre kill, and Peters hit the Caspians, and Peter says, not comes, as why reach them, my Peter dear, and please 1 drop. But Peter's very tired, and but White Witch the dying, and but Edmund killed the White Witch, and White Witch dead. the stars stop the worship, to finish the worship. And he can break the dead and sin, and he can break bones that black dwarf go, and finish the sorcery and sudden baggage 21 and 22. The Caspians and Cornelius. The Caspian talked to Cornelius, and Cornelius says, "My mother was dwarf, the North Mountain, the Black Dwarf. I'm the half-blood person or half-blood dwarf." And Caspian says, "I'm very tired." But Cornelius says, I want your thing, I promise." Tamar said, "Nanya." And Caspian and happy and finished the Tamar and finished the Caspian and Cornelius. And scene 23, Tamar and Almi are alive. And Tamar and Almi go to the potteries, and everyone wonders as the Peters and talk to Lucy. And Peter says, "You're lucky." But Lucy says, "What?" "You see the ass," that Peter says. And Edmund says, "Peter comes." And goes as Peter sees the Tamar and Almi and the plants. The Caspian says, "The one's better, the one and one better, the king better." And the cat and Lucy and Susan go to the forest, but Tompkins says no. But finish the plan, and the 24, the challenge, and Edmund and Gladstones and the Wembleweather. The Wembleweather, the giant, the big giant, and go to the Tamarine's potteries. And Tamarine soldiers see the Edmund armor, they very wonder because the armor is not Tamarine soldier says, "That is the armor we not make. The Edmund's armor is the dwarf make the dwarf." Everyone go, and Edmund took the challenge, the lose persons, the dead, and winner persons, the lose person, the surrender, and the dead. And Mira says, "Why we done the bearers? The soldiers attack." But Edmund says, "The Nanya's extinctions, Nanya's doesn't lie." And Mira says, "Return the extinctions." And Edmund says, "Why we don't afraid?" And Mira says, "I am not refused." And Mr. Caspian says, "Early pushing the better." The Mira says, "I am not refused the voice anything." Mira's angry. And the lawyer says, and Mira says, "Your brother's sword, the sharp, the believed." And agree the battle. Agree the battles. And scene 25. And scene 25. Scene 25, the turmeric comes. Scene 25. Lucy and Susan depart. The Lucy and Susan and Lucy depart, and Caspian says goodbye. Caspian says, "You're right on my horn." And go. Caspian says, "My horn is very fast." And Caspian skipped the horn, but Susan did not give, and go to the forest, the woods. And they run away, and but soldiers, termite soldiers follow the Lucy's and Susan's and stop the horse. And Susan says, "Hey Lucy, you go." But Lucy go, and Susan right, and so shoot the arrow as the Narnians, the termite soldiers dead. But many termite soldiers, very many, and the soldiers losing, and but Caspian helped the soldiers, and soldiers left Caspians, and killed termites, and Lucy and Caspian and soldiers go to the better place, and Lucy go to the forest. And the 26, the better the termites and the termite loud and Narnians loud. And the start and Mira said, "Why you don't kill many people?" And Peter says, "Just one," and start to fight. But Peter's winning but Mira's the tar, the kilogram, the centimeters, and the Mira's very strong and adamant, afraid. As the Peter's shoot the sword, and Mira's hit the leg, and Mira's round, and Mira's hit the head, and respite, and Peter said respite, and Mira said 3 minutes, and still, and respite, the better, and Mira's very tired, and Peter's and tired, and I start this fight and talk Peters and talk to Edmund, and Peter says, "Thank you," and I'm dead, but Edmund says, save for me later. And Gluder says, "Who? Dear." And Gluder and Caspian young. But Gluder says, "Mira, my promise, the goods." And finish the respite and start the fight. But Mira's very strong, and Peter's none, and Peter's Mira's the arm hit the sword, hit the arm, and Mira says, "Respite!" And Adam says, "Hey Peter, stop the respite!" And started respite. But Mira's the rate, but Peter's no, I know, and Peter kills the Miraz and finish the fight. And Caspian killed the Miraz. Caspian saved the Miraz and finish the battle. And the Caspians, kept alive. You're safe, and Nanya's start to fight, and so Caspian shot the Miraz, and so Caspian the vengeance. Caspian killed the Miraz, the Shuja's arrow, and the Caspian said, Shuja, shoot the arrow, and the war, prepare, and the Gloria says, vengeance, and the battle, the 27th, the batters, and Gloria says, Gabriel, attack! And many Gabriel attack the Nanias, and Glassstones, and Caspian go to the potteries, and the Peters count to the number 1, the 2, and 3, and Caspian says 4, 5, 6, and Suja says, archers to the ready, and ready, and last number the 10, and Caspian says, now, and in the potteries, Nanias destroy the potteries, and Nanias attack the potteries to destroy, and Gabriel, everyone dead, and Suya says, now, fire! And shoot the arrow, and every arrow hit those Gabriel, and Gabriel the extinction, and the Caspian and in the Nanias, potteries in the Nanias, everyone go to those Gabriel, and Gabriel everyone dead. And Peter says, for Narnia! And attack, and so Caspian's army buried many, because Tarma and Skarma and Adishmu helped the Tamarine as the praises roof, the Tamarine and Mirastiki, as the Caspi and the Finnish and the many soldiers were very strong, and everyone losing, and Peter says, back to the owl, go to the potteries. But Sebastian says, destroy the potteries, and shoot the catapults, and many archer dead, and the potteries to destroy, and Nanias said return the attack. Go for Narnia! And Peter says, and scene 26 finish and scene 28 return of the Lions Vision of the lions and the fin. Let's just go to the. Let's go to the. Lucy. Termite soldiers follow to Lucy. Lucy afraid, and but Lucy see the lion, the Aslan, and Lucy happy, and Aslan kill the termites. And Lucy says, Aslan, and we attack. But Lucy says, I'm not brave, and you're the lion. You're the lioness. And Lucy says, we like the friend. And Lucy and Aslan says, we like the trees. And Aslan bark, Aslan howl, and Aslan bark, and the trees, the forest or the trees, the ripe. And the trees have the Narnias, and Peter says, Lucy. And the trees destroy the caterpillars, and so Caspians or the Nan or the termite go to the Baruna, and go to the Baruna, and but the Baruna reach the protect the Aslan and Lucy. And so Caspian goes to the attack, and Aslan, the Berg and the Liber God, Libe and Liber gods kill, destroy the Caspian army, and destroy the Barona Bridge. As the termite, the surrender, and the fish, the better. Everyone very tired. Nanias or tamarind, and Caspians and 4 siblings, 4 king and queens. The Hi, Aslan, and Aslan says, rise the king and queens, and you. And Caspian says, Caspians rise up, and hear the trumpet, the leadership and or 11 mice comes to the Aslans, and but leadership dying, and Lucy's the diamond brothers one drop eating the leadership, and leadership save. The bishop says, thank you, your majesty. And Lucy see the bishop see the tail, the bishop tail not, because tail cut, and the bishop says, I'm go the Aslan, I'm go. And Aslan says, you're the very cute. And the mice and the rat does cutting the tail, 11 mice, and Aslan says, we are win. And the past, you are saved to me. The rope, you're cut the rope, and the presents, and Repeat Ship and Atlas gives the tail, and Repeat Ship says, oh, thank you, your majesty. I don't like you. And Repeat Ship and go, and Atlas says, does the dwarf, what's the dwarf? And the dwarf comes, and the trumpkin, and Aslan's bark, and Lucy said, don't you see? And Trumpkin says, yes. And Trumpkin and Aslan are good friend. and finish the 28 and the 29. Then the 29 return and finish the scene 29. Scene 29, Aslan makes door in the air. Aslan's and Lucy's and Caspian says, everyone assemble, and Tamarind and Nanias assemble the trees, and Aslan says, yours fatherless is the sea pilot. They are Arian. The play as and the fight and won, and the seventh sea fighters go to the cape, and the cape go, and they go to the Nanias, go to Tamarinds, and their Tamarinds the control, and they control the Nanias or take the Nanias. The Nanias Tamarinds owner, and the island is not finding the person island do not find. You want and I'm go to the and Closers and Prismia and Wonders. We go to the make story as a make story in the air. And Aslan gives the good power. The power is gives the good power. The power is very stronger. As God everyone be drove off, and others as the warlord Emperor Prismia be thrown off and go, and as a master in the air be thrown off, and disappear. And Tamarind or Daniels, wow, wonder. And but Tamarind not believe the Rai, the Aslan's Rai, as a killing the we. And but the picture says, I'm 11 mice, I'm go, but Aslan's not, hey, no. And Aslan see the Peters, and Peter says, where you go? And the times, to finish the times, and the goodbye, and Peters gives the sword. And Caspian says, return your gift, but Peter says, I'm not go. And Adam and Sushi, and Peter says, you two all, you go to Nanya, but we are old. The Nanya is finished. And the Barry said, Caspian Barry said, and Caspian kissed the students and hugged the student, but Caspian and Sujas loves Sujas and loves Caspian. I finished the goodbye, and Lucy hugged the Trumpkin, and Trumpkin the very sad, and Edmund hugged the Gladstone, and Peters and Gladstone's hug. And Aslan's and Lucy see the Aslan. Lucy's very sad, and the everyone go to the Aslan next door in the air. Four siblings go to the Aslan next door in the airs and come back to the railway stations, and the geeky boy says, "You're not light," and four siblings ride the stations, ride the station and finish the Caspians, and thank you. The end. Thank you very much. Finish.